Hello and welcome back to the LAF podcast, which, as you know, stands for Let's All Fail by watching this god-awful movie.
What did we watch today? We watched Batman v Superman. Batman versus who? Superman?
No. These not versus. Remember, they made that point.
It's BVS who?
BVS who? That's the real question. And today we have a guest joining us. It's another guest.
Yes, my name is Adam.
Not you.
My name's Devin.
This is my old friend from high school. Old. You're old.
Yeah,
no, I'm kidding. We are here to talk about that good old movie where the two iconic superheroes came against each other in 2016. We're talking about Captain America Civil War.
No, I wish. No, instead we're talking about BVS, like we said previously.
Thoughts?
No. I want to start this off by saying we all watched this in theaters, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What was your first thought after walking out of the movie?
Okay,
First thought.
This is actually a great question because this explains why we're here today. I was driving home from North Carolina and I was like, wait a minute. I remember on March, 17th of 2016, watching this movie with Devin and my other friend Max. And we got out the IMAX, we went over to the McDonald's in Hammock Landings. Yep. And they were like Phantom menacing it and being like, oh, it's good. Yeah, I liked it. And I was like, no, it's not. Like, I knew from the get-go that I didn't like this movie. I knew from the first shot.
Dude, I knew from the last couple trailers that I knew I wasn't going to like the movie. And then when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I was right not to. Oh, God.
Devin, go ahead. I want to know your thoughts.
As soon as Doomsday came up in that trailer, I was like, oh God, we are in for a treat.
And it wasn't even until the last trailer, the second or third trailer that he showed up. I don't know. I think you sold the movie on Batman v Superman. You know, I don't think you need any.
Yeah,
more
with
than that.
Dawn of Justice. Let's not forget the subtitle. That's a very important, necessary subtitle that we all needed, Adam.
In the last 30 minutes of a movie.
It's like if Iron Man was Dawn of Avenging, the first Avenging.
Or like Captain America, the first Avenger.
Actually, wow, it so is. But that movie's not hey, so the Avengers is gonna happen.
It didn't shove it in your face. It was just Captain America, the first Avenger.
Which, I think it's impossible to bring up this movie without talking about Marvel. You know? Because, the reason why this is so bad is because we've seen Marvel do the same thing.
But better. Yes, so much better. The best part of the movie was definitely Batman. I know people don't like Ben Affleck's Batman. I love it, except in Justice League. I don't like him in Justice League at all. But in this movie, I feel like it works. Except for all the murdering and branding. But if that's the best part of the movie, then you know what I think about the movie.
Devin.
In a Batman versus Superman movie, they focused a lot on Superman, who kind of just sat around and did nothing, while Batman was probably the best part, except like you said, the killing and branding people, and then he just had a bunch of guns just in his trench coat.
But also they weren't actual guns. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Superman was sad the whole movie.
Sad the whole movie except for the one smile.
The one smile. Batman
smile.
and Superman both smile the exact same amount in this movie, which is not a good thing.
No.
One. In 3 hours. One time for each.
May we add, we watched the ultimate cut. We did not watch your grandma's baby.
That's an extra 30 minutes of content. An extra 30 minutes of this god-awful movie. Why did you make us do this? Ding, ding, ding.
We watched this instead of Hamilton, by the way. We haven't seen Hamilton.
We haven't seen Hamilton yet. I'm so excited.
Did I ever tell you? I went to go see Hamilton one time. Liam just had an extra ticket, so I went to go see Hamilton.
What?
Yeah.
You lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow, I'm in jail. Oh, so far, yeah. So you're like, oh, cool, the movie's out, dope. I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
And to me, I'm like, oh, God has returned.
See, I was hoping we would watch it so I could be like, see, I was really invested in this part when I saw it in
I'd
person.
have been pissed. I'd have been because we actually tried to buy tickets.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Yeah.
He stayed on the line for like 8 hours.
Yeah. I do remember that shit. God.
Really?
So I'll address Batman. I love Ben Affleck as an actor. I think he's great in Gone Girl. That's my favorite. I think
You
he's a
didn't
solid
get to see his
director.
penis in this movie.
I did not get to see his penis, and it's rated R, so they have no excuse. I don't know. I think Ben Affleck is one of those actors that's bigger than, like, he's a movie star. Like, we know Ben Affleck. He's just Ben Affleck now. That's why I don't really buy him in this movie.
No, I disagree. I love him in this. I can tell he worked hard
He
to
looks
be
stupid.
Batman. No, I do not think so at all. He's the best part of the movie. I think he's probably the best performance, too.
I think he's trying really hard. Well, I mean, it's hard to say that he's
Not trying as hard as the movie is, and that's why it works. All right.
No one else really has a good character to. This is given very much to do. Batman's the only one who has anything to do in this movie,
But that's the fault of the movie, not Ben Affleck.
except for Lex Luthor in this movie, who
Fuck Lex Luthor. God damn.
it's for what they were trying to do. They really went for it. I'll give them that. At least he wasn't boring.
I'm happy to see
Yeah.
my modern day villains are able to shoot a basketball. It really makes me feel
And then
touched
get
with the
so mad when their
character.
basketball gets destroyed, dude. So mad.
See, I could relate to him. I play basketball sometimes. You know he's not good. He's a tiny, skinny little dude.
Yeah.
He's definitely not good.
Did you
Yeah.
see his shooting form?
Terrible.
Terrible.
I stand by what I said. I think he's just playing Mark Zuckerberg, but worse.
It's
Like,
the G League for you,
yeah.
kid.
Oh,
yeah, no, he's just really weird. I don't remember when Bryan Cranston was supposed to play, or we all wanted Bryan Cranston to play Lex
Yeah,
Luthor.
of course.
That would have been a lot cooler.
He kind of did in Breaking Bad, but I would have been okay with that, honestly.
Yeah, well, because that's the concept is that he's an anti-hero who's bald and menacing, and so you're like, yeah, that's Lex Luthor.
Well, Lex Luthor, in my mind, is
Yeah.
such an imposing force to rival Superman, and I
Yeah.
think he's just a guy, but everything he says is intimidating. That's my Lex Luthor, and this wasn't that.
Lex Luthor, if Superman didn't exist, like, he would be the most popular person in town. You know what I mean? He'd be the number one
exactly,
guy.
exactly.
But the Jolly Rancher, and put it like the awkwardness of it too. Like, he didn't even put it straight in.
Yeah.
He
touched his lip a little, did a little circle around it.
My God, Granny's peach tea.
Granny's. Oh, dude, she was petrified. That took like a minute. That whole entire.
That
That-
was a whole scene
which-
of her just turning around that jar and stuttering.
Yeah, they kept turning without her moving it.
Yeah,
I noticed
God,
that. Oh gosh.
that was like a full 5 minutes of her just trying to make this speech and looking over at this jar that she's got sitting next to her, and then like wondering if she should turn it.
Who
God.
would have thought that Granny's peach tea got more screen time than Superman smiling?
Honestly, it really did. But Superman, I feel like his costume's brighter in this one than I remembered.
Yeah, and I dig that.
Yeah.
No. It's brighter than it was in Man of Steel.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're thinking, and I like it better.
Yeah, I like it better in Justice League.
I like it better in Justice League too. His costume gets progressively better.
But like, I don't know. Do you like Henry Cavill as Superman?
I do, yes. I think he's the perfect specimen to play Superman.
I mean, he's
'cause-
hot
No,
and he's built.
no. I
Boom,
tell you
done.
exactly
That's
what I
end of
think.
conversation.
I'll tell you exactly what I think. Is I watched a trailer for The Man from U.N.C.L.E., right, with Henry Cavill in it, and in the trailer he says a line with this inflection, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's Superman! That is what Superman should sound like." And that's not what we get in these movies. I completely agree with you. He would be perfect to play a modern Superman. but they don't utilize that. He doesn't really get to act. He just gets to stand around being sad. And God.
I mean, I hate to like preach to the choir, but like Christopher Reeve was a lot better. Because I believe when Christopher Reeve is Clark Kent, I believe that he's a bumbling idiot. Like I buy it. Clark Kent with his glasses on in BVS, he's hot.
Man, they don't even know how to utilize Superman. They're not going to know how to utilize Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Like, it...
And they really try, because he has, like, a backbone. Like, he's fighting with Lawrence Fishburne being like, no, bro.
Which just makes him a horrible employee instead of, like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's not good at his
still
job.
employed, too.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's not a Clark Kent thing to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Clark Kent would take what he's given and then, like, do it.
Yeah.
He would do it well.
Mm-hmm. Or
He would try to push for something, but he wouldn't push to the point where it causes conflict in the workplace.
Oh, gosh. I brought up a point when we were watching it that I want to talk about. I think Marvel has made it out of fashion for, like, secret identities. Like, even Spider-Man, who's, like, the most known for secret identities, like, up there with Batman, right? Mm-hmm. They're the top two people with secret identities. And now Far From Home, spoiler, is like, oh... I guess Peter Parker's
Yes,
Spider-Man.
but I hate that. I hate because like that's where all we're not talking about Spider-Man.
But like
I really want to talk about it because that's where all of the fucking conflict in the Spider-Man stories come from. Is Spider-Man's over here, Peter's over here. They don't mix. They don't look at this. They don't.
But everyone else, it works really well. Like Iron Man is like a celebrity. No. It feels like Hercules in the Disney
Iron
movie.
Man, it works with. Captain America doesn't need it. Thor is a god. So
they're like Michael Jordan. They're like a celebrity.
They even use it as like a gag for their jokes with the cap and sunglasses of like, oh, they're trying to hide themselves, but it's like, yeah, but everyone knows who you are, so you don't really...
Yeah, it's like the videos from Spider-Man Homecoming with Cap, and he's like, you're changing bodies. I don't know if that's a joke, but that sounds a lot like what the joke would be.
Back to Batman versus Superman. Can we talk about the weird 20 minutes at the beginning where we don't follow either Batman or Superman? We just jumping around between characters.
We just go into it.
We will get to that. We will get to that.
It's a story of these icons told from the perspective of other people, which would be cool if the movie was about other people.
Yeah, no, well, I think it's like, you know, in the Sam Raimi movie, there's this whole montage of what people think about Spider-Man, you know? Yeah. I think that's what the movie was trying to go for, but when... You haven't even introduced Batman, really. It doesn't work. Like, it's just... God. Neil deGrasse Tyson!
Oh, yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson's in this movie. Anderson Cooper's in this movie. A lot of people are in this movie.
They paid a lot of people to kind of just not do anything. Yeah, Jon Stewart was in it.
It's the real world, bro.
I just thought it was weird because he was making jokes and we didn't hear like a laugh track or anything. So it was just like
silent.
Like, which is
all right.
That's what this movie feels like, a joke with no laughter.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
You know, it's funny. For the website that I write for, I just had to do a review on Batman Forever, and a whole paragraph is talking about Val Kilmer's performance as Batman and as Bruce Wayne, and saying what he did good and bad at both, and like talking about how like they're two totally different roles. So where Ben Affleck falls on that, I think he does fine as Batman. Like when he talks, I hate it. It's so annoying.
Wait.
He's just spitting out these jokes, these corny jokes that bother me a lot. And that's Justice League 2.
Wait, he didn't really spit out any jokes other than the one at the end.
I don't know. Everything he says is stupid to me. Like, when he's not talking, he's badass.
No, I completely disagree with you on that. Because
his moments... But that's about it.
His moments with Alfred, like, it's exactly what I think Batman should be. He's investigating. He's trying to piece things together in his weird Batman fashion.
I just don't like his dialogue. I think he does fine. I just don't like the
I honestly think it was some of the better dialogue. Honestly, I think you're mixing it with Justice League.
No,
I
Is She
hate
With
him
You,
in Justice League.
The Cape.
No.
I'm a friend of your son.
Those.
Why did you say that name?
Martha. That's my mom's name. Which actually, that's the dumbest thing in the world. Is that
Actually, no.
Okay,
Okay, look. So High Top Films is a YouTuber that I watch. Great. I love him. He talks about superheroes and movies and whatever.
Don't we all?
He made a video called Batman Does Not Kill, where he brings up that scene in particular. And in the movie, in the version of the movie where Batman doesn't kill, it's actually great. It's actually beautiful. Because it sounds...
What do you mean the version of the movie?
Like in this hypothetical version of the movie.
Oh, so you're saying the only problem with his character is that he kills?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in that the Martha thing is brilliant. It's a man justifying about to take a life, and then hearing, Martha, his mother's name, kind of brings him back to that. Like, he's not just an alien. This is a man,
It's just an easy target,
It is such an easy target because, like...
I love the joke in the Teen Titans Go to the Movies where he's like, my mom's name is Martha. My mom's name is Martha too. And they just like hold hands. It's all cute. Because it's just dumb.
It is dumb. It is dumb. It is dumb.
Yeah.
But there's a version of it that's beautiful.
Yes.
And I think that's the perfect analogy for the movie. There's a version of it, a hypothetical version of it, that's beautiful. But this is not what we got. Like Batman not killing would have been great. But like a few minutes later, he's gunning down people in a ship. So it's like it doesn't even matter.
He kills so many people.
So many people.
It's really ridiculous.
Like unnecessarily brutally too.
He just slams some guy's head against the wall, and you see the blood mark, and you're like,
let's talk about that car that
alive.
he knocked into the trailer, then grappled with the Batmobile and drug it around.
And put it on top of their friends after that.
Yeah. Batman hate boat.
Batman does not like the boat.
He does not like boats.
Do you think Matt Damon would be a better Bruce Wayne Batman?
I would be interested to see it. I don't know about better, but like I'd give it a chance.
No, I wouldn't. I don't like Matt Damon, so
You don't like Matt I just think about Good Will Hunting, and I'm
he
like,
kind of just looks like an asshole. So,
but that works really well for The Departed.
yeah, I haven't seen
But
it.
this isn't The Departed.
Yeah, this isn't The Departed. This is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
You know who is in Batman v Superman?
You have to say the whole
Yeah,
title.
the whole title.
Whole
It's
title.
such a
every
long
time.
title.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you have to say all of it.
Like, I'm happy to,
DOJ.
I'm happy they
They want
believed in
us to
themselves, but
abbreviate
like,
it.
there's too much. Like, there's too much like unearned references to future stuff.
You're
Yeah.
talking about Wonder Woman in particular.
Wonder
And
Woman, Flashpoint,
Flash.
the Justice League, Steppenwolf, the Mother
yeah,
Boxes.
I completely agree because you kept saying this throughout the movie. Is just make a good movie first. That,
Yeah.
and I completely agree with that.
Like Iron Man, yeah, they set up S.H.I.E.L.D., but like it wasn't until the end credits when they were like, hey, so the Avengers might happen, like...
we don't know. This is a shot in the dark, but like, oh god.
Like, we'll try.
Yeah.
We'll really go
We'll
for
push
it.
for it.
I just, yeah, so we brought up Wonder Woman. Let's talk about Gal Gadot. I remember I was pissed when she was
when
cast.
she showed up.
Because, well, I just think there's a lot more talented actresses. When she was announced, Gal Gadot was announced as Wonder Woman. I was like, oh, you're telling me the model from Fast and Furious 5? Remember her plot line in that movie was to go up to the bad guy and get him to touch the ass part of her bikini so that they could have his fingerprints? That's all I remember.
I've never
Gonna
seen
be honest,
You never seen Fast 5?
I've never watched any of them except for Hobbs
Oh.
and Shaw because that looked fun.
You can just watch Hobbs and Shaw and not watch any of the other ones.
Yeah.
You're fine. Like, any of the other ones
But,
are like, wait,
okay.
I don't get it, family.
Okay. Who would you have cast as Wonder Woman?
Jamie Alexander would have been great. But she kind of... Well, she was in Marvel first. She was one of the Thor's bitches, you know?
Oh, yeah, she was one of
Rosemary
the...
Lane.
and like the posse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I don't
yeah,
know. I
yeah.
just feel like you could have...
That was killed in Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah. The whole posse
That,
is dead.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Like, okay, I'm sorry. I would rather have an actress. She's not, at first, she's a model. Just like how I wouldn't want Ludacris to be giving my deep speech in Crash. Just like how I wouldn't want Justin Timberlake.
I think she did all right.
To be the
No,
main
she did
character
good.
in Trolls.
No, In Time is the one that I would blame him for. Because he's good in Social Network, but you have the best director of all time. But yeah, no, I think she's fine. Yeah, no, she's just good in this one. She's better in Wonder Woman, which should have came out before this, which would have made this movie better.
Yes.
Because now I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, what the fuck does that picture mean? If you show me that movie first, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and at least with the Avengers, they got the big three movies out of the way first.
Yeah.
They got Iron Man, Cap, and Thor. Which, yeah.
You even got a second Iron Man movie under your belt.
Yeah,
To
exactly.
really establish who he is.
But we didn't get that with this. We got one Superman movie, and then they tried to catch up with Marvel, and it just didn't work.
And like a third of a Batman one, so...
Gosh, yeah, no, it's just kind of thrown together to catch up, and which makes it feel it's cynical.
But it
it's-
also treats itself like it has so much to say, and that really annoys me.
Oh yeah, it pretends
Yeah.
like it's pretentious.
It's so pretentious. It's like it's talking down to you the whole time.
Yeah.
I hate that.
It's like, hey guys, we're deep. Did you know we're deep? We're deep.
Yeah, which I enjoy that a little
Angels
bit.
don't come from the from
I
above.
will go on record and say that's my favorite part of the movie is when he's like the only thing I would change about my father's room is that this picture is wrong. Was it demons don't come from the
Hell beneath us.
they come from the sky. And at the end of the movie when they're investigating his room, they see that the painting is turned over. And I'm like, yes, that's cute. That's set up. That's payoff. That's a simple thing that they did correct.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, I could do without it, but I'm okay with it.
There's only 2 payoffs in that movie. That painting and then grocery bags. That's about it.
That was so funny. Amy Adams knows that Scoot McNairy didn't know he was going to kill himself because he had fresh groceries, especially oranges, which are the first thing to be on screen in Justice League. Oh, wait, is it? No, isn't it the little iPod phone video with the
It
kids?
is the
yeah,
phone
yeah.
video
It is the phone
with
video.
the lip that's like, hey
The-
guys, it's Henry Cavill here.
I was in Mission Impossible 6.
I reloaded my biceps.
It was pretty cool.
It was pretty
You should
cool.
go see that movie.
No, oh, you're talking about when he goes...
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what, dude, honestly, that I'm straight, but like that turned me on just a little bit. Just watching him go.
Honestly,
no, I'm
I
right
was
there with
like,
you.
yo, what the fuck?
Like no justification needed. I'm right there with you. Man.
That's just so cool. It's just such a cartoony, like I'm a big tough bad guy.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
But it's also like it really works. Honestly,
It
like
does.
I was like, well, I wouldn't fuck with that guy.
I know, right? It's like this is Superman, but he's a man. He's got a mustache now. He's gonna mess you up. Fallout is the best Mission Impossible movie. This is coming from a guy who's only seen 2 of them. But that was some people's favorite movie of that year. What was it, 2018?
Fallout?
Yeah, Fallout. Which
Was it?
justifiably so. It's really good.
It is really good.
I just don't like action movies.
Well, that's what it is. Like it's a movie where you turn off your brain. You don't really have to think about it too much. But
Yeah.
we're not talking about that. We're talking
Yeah.
about this, where
We're
if you
talking-
keep your brain on, it will be melted because it's horrible.
It
It's
is really
just bad.
It's really bad. But what else do I want to talk about with this movie? Okay, good question. Is this the worst movie in the DCEU? And if not, what is?
No. Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
Suicide.
It's
I
definitely
forgot
the
about
worst.
Suicide Squad. Yeah.
Alright.
Actually, sorry, Academy Award-winning film Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Academy Award-winning. God.
I will say.
What did it win for?
Makeup.
Yeah.
Killer
best,
Croc.
Best.
Oh yeah, was
Yeah.
that over? Was that over a Star Trek movie?
It was over Star
Ah,
Trek. Yep,
damn
Star
it.
Trek Beyond.
See, that's
Yep.
Because Harley Quinn and the Joker had makeup.
God.
Killer
Killer-
Croc is CGI, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. It looked good to me.
You're just tourist. This is my home.
Give me
And then
BT.
dies. Spoilers for Suicide Squad 2016.
Oh, I will say, okay, here's my defense of Suicide Squad. Actually, these both came out in the same year. Here's my defense. Batman v Superman ruins not just two, three of the most iconic heroes of all time.
I really don't think it ruins Batman a little bit, but I really don't think.
Well, it just makes a bad movie. Like, think about it. You had all of this, like,
yeah.
It's like the Miami Heat losing their first, with the big three, losing their first NBA Finals to the Mavericks. That's what this is like.
Totally.
Suicide Squad's like, oh, I guess you ruined the Joker, unless you watch the extended edition, which didn't come out on Blu-ray until later. But like everyone else,
what they
these
do
small
in the extended?
Oh, there's just all the scenes with the Joker and Harley.
No. There was more to that movie because I remember.
No,
we watched it. We watched it together, and I remember. Well, I remember just like watching it and be like, why did they cut this? This is like the movie's so much better.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if you're going to watch Suicide Squad, watch the extended cut.
Well, because I will still stand behind Jared Leto's performance. Like, it's definitely the worst Joker we've had, but it's still cool. I still like it.
Yeah.
Looks like I gotta watch the extended version.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Nah.
I will do another one. But yeah, I will say, I think that this is better than Suicide Squad. I'll just say it's close. Like, it's not like BVS. Oh, definitely BVS. I would say Suicide Squad is least fun.
Yeah, no, it is.
Because sometimes it's really blatantly dumb.
But
yeah.
Like, it doesn't think it's smart. BVS thinks it's smart, and it's annoying.
Yeah, no, that is really annoying. It's so slow too. God.
I just don't like goo monsters and Suicide Squad.
Oh, you mean one of Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles?
Listen, I love my goo monsters strictly Marvel. Give me Venom any day.
Give me Venom any
Why is
day.
Will Smith in this at the premiere?
Probably Suicide Squad.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it came
God,
out later
ew.
that year, right?
Yeah, is this Frank Miller? Yeah, it is. Wow.
Yeah.
Ew, he is old. I just want you guys to know, every time we do one of these, I'm constantly looking through the pictures on the IMDb page and just scrolling through, and that's how I'm like, oh, I do want to talk about this. Speaking of talking about this, Diane Lane.
Is she hot?
No, I remember saying this during the movie. Every scene with Diane Lane, and especially Lois Lane. Oh, wait, no, that's not the character's name. I was like, are they related?
Nah.
Wow.
Every scene with them
Wow.
is the worst. I hate how much they tried to give Lois Lane. Like, remember Margot Kidder?
Yeah.
In the original,
God,
she's so
that's a
good.
thing. Like, Margot Kidder and the one from Smallville, like, that's two amazing Lois Lane performances right there. Like, perfect, honestly.
It just feels forced. I just don't think Zack Snyder directs women well. I can't think of one movie where he messed up the women in Watchmen. He messed up the 300 are there women, and then the owls. The owls don't have gender, and they might. Oh, Sucker Punch. Yeah, he does not know how to direct women.
Yeah, he kind of just let Lois Lane. She did. What was it?
She did nothing. She threw a spear into the water and
she threw a spear in the water. Realized, hey, they need the spear.
Somehow,
went in to go
psychically,
get it.
by the way.
Yeah, psychically. She goes down to go get it, doesn't get it, almost drowns.
Had to be saved by Superman.
Yeah.
And then she threw it away again.
Yeah.
It's just such a dumb movie. Which is, they have no excuse because it's Amy Adams. Oscar, like, she holds the record for most Oscar nominations without a win. Well, she's not a great actress. Clearly, she can't even win an Oscar. No, but seriously, Zack Snyder just sucks now.
We won't know until the Snyder Cut next year.
Oh boy, I
Justice
cannot
League.
wait.
It was such a bad poster.
Yeah, honestly, all of the posters are pretty bad.
My favorite one is the lens flare that they have just over the shoulder for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
He's a symbol of hope, guys. He has the light on it.
For our viewers who are listening to this. Wait, is that the poster you're gonna use for the YouTube video?
Maybe it's the one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I will say that promotional art was amazing. It was the Batman symbol. Oh yeah, no, it's a face with it's Superman's face, and it's like orange. Like the background's red, his skin is blue, and then over his eyes, like a mask, is the Batman symbol, like the thick one, like the Dark Knight Returns one.
Yeah, that one's cool.
That's awesome.
That one is cool.
But the other one does not work because it's just really dark with a stupid red thing over Superman's face. I'm trying to find it. Oh no, do they not have it? I'm so upset. Yeah, they have something like it, but they don't.
Their main promotional work is Batman and Superman stand across from each other.
Oh gosh, yeah, like it's like they're going. Like I don't know. I guess the Civil War poster is like all of Iron Man's people versus all of Cap's people, but like
at least it's more interesting. It's not just two people standing. It's multiple people standing.
Oh gosh, yeah, no. Just to go back to Civil War, I brought this up when we were watching the movie. Civil War, the ending hits because it's these three people and they have a very personal
relationship
battle, and it's developed and we know them, and it's an emotional thing. Like they don't want to hurt each other, you know. They're fighting, but like I mean Iron Man wants to kill the Winter Soldier, but like you know Cap is just trying to stop Iron Man, and Iron Man doesn't want to hurt Cap, but he has to. Like it's really great, you know, and here they're fighting some big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle monster.
They're fighting a fucking orc from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, this is the one that sucks, but there's a good one, I swear. Oh yeah, it does so look like an orc from Lord of the Rings. It's disgusting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just stand behind like you can't.
Worse.
Oh yeah, and that movie came out how long ago? This is perfect. Yeah, I probably will use this one. That's actually the exact picture I will use for this review.
Well, the poster he was talking about before was just like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman as a profile, like
from the side.
Yeah. They're just looking out, and there's some lens flare on their shoulders.
Wow, this is cool.
Wow.
Jared Leto's Joker, baby. Love that shit.
I stand by what I said during the movie, which is that you can't deconstruct something you haven't constructed. You know, you didn't build up Batman. He showed up in this movie. You didn't build up Superman because Man of Steel was also bad.
Yeah, I just don't think they respected the characters.
No, because okay, it's Snyder. It's honestly just Snyder. He's famously said he doesn't like conventional superhero stories. That's why the first superhero thing he did was Watchmen, because it's not a conventional superhero story. You can't give him the most conventional superhero being Superman without expecting something like this, because it's
all right. Here's my really wild claim that I'll make. So Zack Snyder is a style director. 300 works because the style is so beautiful and striking. And same thing with Legends of Cthulhu and Sucker Punch. The director that I think would be great to direct a Superman movie would be the director of the Paddington movies, Paul King. All right, because Superman is very similar to Paddington, where in a Superman movie, Superman shouldn't arc. He should impact the people around him, and they should arc.
Exactly. I completely agree with that.
And he just handles it so well. Like Superman, like yes, they got too jokey in Superman 3 and 4, but the tone of Superman 1 and 2 is there. Like, it's such he's a bumbling goof in scenes, just like how Paddington's a bumbling goof, but he's got this moral, like, backbone, and that helps him to win the day. Like, it shouldn't be an action movie. Like, Man of Steel is an action movie. Superman Returns is a drama. If you would just combine both of those, I feel like that you would have the best Superman movie ever, you know?
I agree. And until they do Superman right, I'm going to be sad. Because Superman is definitely a character that needs, like, especially today, he needs a movie, something that is known as, like, the movie, the Superman movie. And, you know, I want to give it to Christopher Reeves because I love Christopher Reeves' Superman, but those movies are just a little too
light. They're too light.
Too light.
But you gotta remember, it was the 70s.
Yeah, no, it's like
good for its time.
Peak Silver Age is right there. It's oh boy.
Look at this hottie. Look how hot that Clark Kent, the reporter, looks. Like, he makes no effort to act like a goof at all.
I don't know. He kind of looks like Superman.
I was going to say, Those glasses don't look like they're his. It looks
That's
like he
the
beat
thing.
someone up for
That's
glasses and took them.
That's why I get mad at people when they talk about the glasses. Like, Clark Kent isn't just the glasses; he's the whole personality. It's the hair. It's he slouches and puts on a different voice too.
The speech.
Yeah, exactly. He's just a clumsy goof. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, no, and I will blame Zack Snyder for that. Like, you know who does a really good job? Kind of how Night Owl acts. You haven't seen Watchmen. Patrick Wilson.
Oh yeah.
I think he'd be a good Superman.
I
I
honestly
still
think
prefer Henry Cavill because he just has the perfect.
So would you guys rather him come back, like they're talking about? Because right
Oh,
now,
for
as of
Cavill?
right now, they're talking about having Henry Cavill come back. He was not in Shazam. That was someone else.
I saw the
I
pictures.
saw that.
But it's nice to think that it was.
But would you guys want Henry Cavill come back?
If
or
they
would you want
did
someone
like
new?
a proper, like I'm all for it. I think he deserves a fair shake at like an actual Superman. I think he deserves to actually be able to act as Superman. It's the same thing. It's the same thing I feel with Ben Affleck's Batman. Honestly,
I think the problem. Well, the thing that bothers me about I don't know where you are. Oh, is it here? The thing that bothers me about BVS and Man of Steel is that people like it. Like, because here's the thing: because some people like it and they'll like tweet about it and they like really like it, and I'm like, wait, it's dumb. And then people who don't like it, I'm like, oh, but it's so much fun. You know, like it's I don't know. I'm the type. I realize since I watch so many movies. Like, something that's, like, mid-tier, like, a whatever movie, I will hate. But something that's so bad, like, I love The Last Airbender. Because there's so much to talk about. It's really interesting. And BVS is one of the most interesting movies to ever come out. Ever.
no. I agree with you to an extent.
Like, we're only going to scratch the surface of this movie in this review.
The thing that makes this movie bad is that you can see the good in it. Like, you can see what this movie could have been.
I will say it went for it.
It did go for it, but
Which
it
I
went for
appreciate
it.
it.
I'll appreciate that. It went for it in all the wrong ways, though. At least it did try. Like, you know how much I hate nothing movies. Captain Marvel, fucking The Nun. I hate those goddamn movies. They're the
I hate
worst.
The Nun. We watched The Nun. It was so bad.
Fucking
it's so
Frenchie.
bad.
Goddamn.
It's just... I don't know. And why'd you dump it in March?
Oh, because they were scared. That's why.
Because they were scared. It was
you
supposed to come out
remember-
in 2015. Remember that? Actually, it was supposed to be a Justice League movie in 2015.
No, I thought it was that and Ultron came out on the same day, or like that came out a week before, and then they pussied out. They're like, maybe we should move it back. And so they moved it back, and it ended up being.
That just
Bad.
tells me they knew what this movie
Yeah.
was.
They're like,
They
March
knew what it
timeline,
was,
that's a good
and
time
they
to release a
still-
movie.
Oh, God.
And it made... Okay, so let's talk about the box office. So first of all, we have a $250 million budget, which is crazy. Because
That's not including marketing, by the way.
so more like $500 million at that point, which honestly, there was so much marketing for this movie. I wouldn't
There
be
was
surprised
a
if it's high
lot.
in that.
Yeah.
Opening weekend, it made $166 million domestically, which is... It's good. No, it's really good. Be happy. It grossed $330 million domestically. So, big failure there. You should make like 600 million domestically. And then worldwide was $873 million, which still makes profit in theory if it's a $500 million budget, including marketing. So you still made about $300 million. The problem is a movie like this should make $1 billion.
No, it should.
Yeah.
In a world where like movies like Iron Man 3, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, like no disrespect to these movies or these characters, but like they're not as iconic as either Batman or Superman or even Wonder Woman.
It's kind of crazy that Aquaman was able to make $1 billion, but BVS
Wow.
Wait,
was
Aquaman
not-
made $1 billion?
Aquaman made $1 billion.
I actually will challenge that. There's no way. I'm gonna be so mad when you're right, because you're probably right. I'd be surprised if you're lying. Oh my god!
It made $1 billion.
I was actually surprised because they were showing movies at the Cinemark. Well, they had showtimes up there, and they were showing some classics. And they're like, oh, you know, like Ferris Bueller, The Matrix, Mean Girls.
Yeah.
And then from this decade, they had the Lego Movie, Deadpool, Mad Max, and fucking Aquaman. And I was like, Is that really one of this decade's classics? Like, if I ask you to name movies from the 80s, you're like, oh, Raiders, E.T., anything directed by Spielberg. Terminator, Return of the Jedi, you know what I mean? So what blockbusters are going to be remembered from this decade? Definitely not BVS.
It's just all
BVS.
Disney. I think BVS will be remembered. I think it's too
30 years from now, do you think we're going to be like, okay, name a movie from the 2010s? Are you going to say BVS, or are you going to say Aquaman? I'm not.
Hey.
No, I think it's in
remember-
the discussion for like superhero movies. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we remember Batman and Robin. So who says we're not gonna remember BVS?
There you go.
Yeah. Well, like, I don't know, but like when you're talking about hits of that, decade,
Yeah.
like I don't like.
I
in
would
2018,
not put Aquaman in that discussion.
Aquaman wasn't even in the top 3 superhero movies of 2018. I would say Infinity War is better. I would say Spider-Verse is better, and I would also say that Teen Titans Go to the Movies is better.
Spider-Verse.
I will agree with you on all 3. And I don't like Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
I love Teen Titans.
I like half of it.
I'm shitting on Aquaman. I enjoyed it when we watched it. Well, I watched it in the best
I
situation.
still haven't seen Aquaman.
We watched it opening night with a number 1 Aquaman fan.
Love Aquaman.
And so like it was fun, and I like James Wan.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the movie.
There's a couple like really cool shots he had that I really liked.
There are.
I've just heard Aquaman described as when you give a shitty script to a really good director.
It's just the most standard script. Like, it feels like Thor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
it is
DC's
the Thor of DC.
Like,
I
You're like,
believe
it's
it.
there.
Honestly,
It's there.
I believe it.
But back to BVS. I don't know, man.
I see the Aquaman suits.
Oh, yeah, it's really bright at the end, isn't it?
Yes,
It
has the cool ass suit.
I don't like Jason Momoa, though. I think he's a bad actor. Because I don't like Game of Thrones. Not because I don't like Game of Thrones. I just don't think he's any good.
I don't think he was right for Aquaman.
I don't.
I think he's fine for the version
He-
that this Aquaman is.
I think they disrespected the character. I mean, yes, I know it's a character that should be disrespected.
No. Honestly, he shouldn't. Aquaman could go toe to toe with fucking Superman.
I forgot.
Blow for blow.
But he has the same powers as SpongeBob.
No.
That's the joke. That's what people say.
No. What made it a joke? What made it a joke was the Super Friends show. Like, from, like, the 70s. Because, God, boy, oh boy. Since then, they've been trying to shake that vision of Aquaman, you know? That vision of, like, Aquaman's the worst. That's what Jason Momoa is. He's a version of Aquaman that was made in the 90s to try to make Aquaman cool again.
Well, they were just trying really hard. They're like, oh, we'll make him a badass. We'll make him this super buff dude.
Hey, no, because they did that in the 90s. That's what I'm saying. They made him a buff dude with long hair. That kind of looks like Jason Momoa, honestly. The only difference, and I'm glad they didn't do this, is that one had a hook for a hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Jeez. What did we not touch in BVS?
I was gonna say, how did they let Lex Luthor, like one of the best villains in like DC, not make $1 billion, and they had Ocean Master make $1 billion?
I think Black Manta sold it, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, remember we were, when he got casted and we were like, oh man, it's Jesse Eisenberg? This is weird and different. Well, don't judge it. It could be the new Heath Ledger.
No, I didn't judge it. Like, honestly, that was one part of the movie I was like, okay, I'm interested in this. I'm willing to see this. Because I think
I'm interested. I didn't
Jesse
think it was
Eisenberg
good.
is a good actor. So I was like, and the only thing they showed of that Lex, I could be mistaken, but it's the one the picture I remember seeing the most was him.
Head.
Yeah, the bald head.
The black and
so
white.
yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm willing to give this a shot. And of course, it fell flat on its face.
Yeah, I think it fits a lot better with Justice League. Like when he shows up at the end with Deathstroke, I'm like, yep, this is cool. You know, like that, like this, like it feels like a cartoon. He's on a yacht with a dumb-looking superhero. And in a movie where Superman's racing the Flash and Batman's throwing out one-liners about he's rich, like, and Aquaman thinks Wonder Woman's hot. I think Justice League is a lot better. It's like
I hate Justice.
It's only like 2 hours long. It's silly and fun.
No, because like you say you like this movie because this movie tried. I don't think Justice League tried. I think they were like, well, fuck it, it's not gonna work, so we're just gonna
Well,
throw it out there.
It's really
said
not
whatever
Justice League's
happens.
fault. Zack Snyder was not able to finish.
That you can't believe that.
Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, because what is it, his daughter that passed?
Yeah.
Well, no,
so
okay,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
sit here and be like, yo, hey, don't be a pussy.
But
Okay.
you can't believe that. What I'm saying is, you can't believe that that's the reason. That the
Oh,
movie
you're
was
saying it would
bad.
have been bad regardless?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
not.
I mean, we'll get the chance to see now.
I mean, oh my gosh, how crazy is that?
That it's honestly amazing.
I just
I-
love that if a fan's bitch enough, like if you get
It
it
just
trending on Twitter
comes-
enough
yeah.
times.
They did it every year ever since that movie came out. Always bidding for the Snyder Cut, and it's like,
Because
y'all did it.
But is
Y'all
it,
really
see,
did
but
it.
Is it. But it also, you're contradicting yourself because you think that the Whedon parts are the best parts of that movie.
Actually, I'm kind of against Whedon lately. He was trending on Twitter lately, and everyone was like talking about how awful he is, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but he's really good at making good characters. Like, he has some great movies. Like, because my favorite movie is Dr. Horrible's Sing Along Blog. He directed that. He made it like during the writer's strike on his own with his brothers, and I love it. It's such a great movie.
It is.
So to know that he's this huge asshole,
If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's really good.
and we're like about to watch Firefly. We're about to watch. We love the Avengers. We love. I mean, Buffy's good. I haven't seen it, but
I haven't seen it.
people
Either.
like it.
I haven't seen it since my mom was watching it.
But like,
as
I
a
can
kid.
see the Whedonisms in Justice League, and that's the part I like. I know I don't like the Zack Snyder part because I've seen Man of Steel, I've seen BVS. So yes, the parts that I do like, I will give credit to Joss Whedon, because the parts I like is Superman turning evil, and then like Flash running, and then slow motion Superman just turning his head, and Flash like.
No. It wasn't even his head. It was just his eyes. And I think that's the best part of the movie. That's the part I was like, oh damn.
I know, right?
You could honestly cut that movie at that point after like that whole scene happens and just be satisfied knowing that you had it all in a good movie.
Like that's honestly one of my favorite things in any superhero film. Honestly, because I love that part.
It's my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, no, but I
And the
don't
payoff
know.
of like, tell me, do you bleed? I'm like, they said that in BBS.
No, I hate that. I hate that, but I do love. God, I love superheroes. They're so cool.
They are really cool.
Even in bad movies, they're so cool.
Wait, so time out. This probably should have been a question asked at the beginning. How do you guys feel about Man of Steel?
I don't like it. I didn't like it when it came out. I don't like it now.
It was okay to me.
You guys can't see this at home. I have a collector's edition box set
That's actually pretty cool.
of Man of Steel. Now, keep in mind, I remember watching it, the midnight premiere with my mom, back in 2013. It came out June 14th. Was it June 14th? Yeah, it had to be June 14th of 2013. I remember 2 days prior, This Is the End came out. But yeah, I watched it with my mom, and I remember I walked out of that theater thinking, wow, that was okay. I like this.
It was okay. It just wasn't Superman. And that's the thing that really bummed me out.
He smiled even less in that movie than he did in this one, and he smiled once in this one.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like the headiness of it. I like the Christ metaphors. I like the score. I like the action. I like General Zod. I like... Well, because they wasted in Michael Shannon. Like,
They really did.
I will find him.
I will find him.
But, like, then he had nothing to do the rest of it. Like, I would like to watch them talk a lot more. It was just a lot of, like, hey, I'm going to beat you up. And, like, I know a lot of people complain about the whole, like, him snapping Zod's neck. But, like, the concept I heard was someone was like, you shouldn't put Superman in that situation. You know, that was the problem. The problem wasn't the decision, because, of course, you kill him. But, like, we shouldn't get to that point.
No, see, I disagree. You could put Superman in the situation because challenging his morality is what makes movies like that interesting. But you can't just...
I mean, it's the most interesting thing about that movie, though. Right? Like, that's what people talk about even to this day.
You're right. But you shouldn't... There were so many better options, like, to get Superman to do.
think it's just a bad idea to pick Zod again. Like, there's so many cool. Like, I think if you give Zack Snyder someone weird like Brainiac or something, like that would be a lot more interesting of a Superman movie.
Parasite. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah,
something
Brainiac
visually
would be
cool. You know, I don't know. I just like,
Especially like doing it more like some of the other like DC movies, making the villains more like stylized, like you said with Brainiac, they should have done instead of being like it's General Zod, and you're like,
it's just
all right,
evil Superman, and it's just I don't know, it's not as interesting.
yeah.
Especially when you have one of the greatest like actors of our generation. I would say Michael Shannon's really great. I don't know if I'm in the minority there. He kicks ass in Kangaroo Jack. But fucking gosh, I don't know, and I just don't. Oh, another thing I don't like. Oh, so Man of Steel, I forgot. Yeah, I like it. I guess it's okay, but it's just really forgettable in hindsight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't rewatch it. It's really a boring movie. I remember the trailer is super duper cool, with the, him and the dog, and like it just feels very American, and I like that. But yeah, no. So BVS, I remember thinking that this looks bad, but it has to be cool because it's just like how King Kong versus Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Has to be cool. Like, it has to be at least all right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, a base value level, we got to see Batman fight Superman. And
Yeah,
like, that's still cooler than most movies.
That's not even the best fight in the movie. That's the thing that that's another thing that just bums me out. The best fight in the movie. Yeah, I know. The best fight in the movie is the warehouse scene. Everybody loves the warehouse scene.
Uh-huh.
It's great.
It's
Oh,
like
he's just
playing
brutal.
a Batman Arkham game. It's
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
awesome.
It's cool. He kills so many people.
He
He kills
kills a
so
lot of
many
people.
people.
All right, we should
Wrap
wrap
it
pretty
up.
soon.
Final
So,
thoughts.
anything else you guys want to bring
Final
up?
thoughts.
Oh, I'm gonna get so mad at myself when I forgot to bring up something like super important, like them killing. What's his name? Jimmy
Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen.
God, they killed Jimmy Olsen.
Really weird. Oh, Batman's weird dream with the Flashpoint paradox.
God.
With the Omega
There's just too
symbol.
much to talk about
Yeah.
with this movie.
That's what I'm saying. I literally said it. I was like, we're gonna barely scratch the surface of this movie.
Yeah, it's God. I think that's my final thoughts. It's like a shadow of what it should be.
It's a shit show. It really is a shit show.
It's like
It's being able to see the potential in someone and then them just waste it, and you're like, what have you been doing for 10 years? Please.
it's Granny's peach tea.
It's
Granny's peach tea.
It looks like peach tea. It's just piss.
It's just piss.
So I've actually been struggling with this in my head because I knew this question was gonna come. Rate the movie.
Rate the movie out of 5 out of 10.
So we all agree that it's better than Suicide Squad. So it's the second worst DCU movie, right?
That means it's at least what, a 1.
It's the third worst. Justice League, I don't like Justice League.
I don't like Justice League either,
Yeah.
so I get it.
You guys. Oh, Justice League at least is fun.
I'll give it that.
I don't know. Well, I don't even want to. Okay, we're rating the Ultimate Cut because we watched the Ultimate Cut.
Okay, yeah.
I don't even want to give it a bad review because I enjoyed watching it.
I'm giving it a 2. I'm giving it a 2 out of whatever, 10, 5, whatever. It's just a solid 2.
I will go 2 out of 5 because I will acknowledge while I did enjoy watching it, and there's a lot of things I do love about this movie, I will say that overall it is a bad movie. So I would refuse to give it a 3. I would give it a 2. Devin?
I would give it a 2 as well.
Because
after rewatching it, you start picking up on a lot of the really like slow moments you did not realize when you first watched it.
Oh, yeah.
And you look at it and you're like, this is 3 hours long and we haven't even gotten to this part yet.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when we got like halfway into the movie, we thought it was like about to enter the third act.
It's over now.
Yeah, no. There's so much because I
Still
had
got 2 hours
completely
left.
because I remember we all laughed when I blurted out. I forgot about Doomsday.
Oh yeah, Doomsday adds so much more to the movie. It's so weird.
It's so weird, and
He
so
adds in
honestly-
Wonder Woman. He adds in himself.
Oh yeah, Wonder Woman should. Yeah, think about that. Let's rewrite this movie. Let's kick out Doomsday. Let's kick out Wonder Woman.
Let's make.
I think it's a much better movie at that point.
Yeah, honestly,
Is
that
Steppenwolf
would
still
do
there?
so
Does
much.
he still show
No,
up?
no, no.
Steppenwolf.
All right.
Did Steppenwolf show up in the actual movie? Like
No, that's
that
only in the
was
extended.
Okay,
That
that's
has
what
to
I
be.
thought.
Yeah.
They
But I think the
cut
fact
it
that
out
we
and
don't
put it
even
in
know
like a-
what's extended is also like talking
there
about
there
how
are
good this
some
movie
moments where I'm
is.
like, okay, this is extended. All the scenes where Clark Kent goes to investigate the Batman, that's all extended. That was not in the movie at all. That
I wish that all of the Bruce Wayne's parents stuff was extended.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
we
me
needed
too.
to know that
The
existed.
pearls.
Oh god.
I do love how up its own ass it is. That's the parts I enjoy, like the false god written on the painting, on the what's it,
Oh,
the
God.
statue.
There's so much of this movie I sighed.
I
and
like
rolled
the
my eyes at.
headiness. It's really heady. Like the scene where Batman and Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne talk at Lex Luthor's party. Brilliant.
Yeah, no, I agree. I love that. But that's my point about the movie. You can see what this movie could have been,
Yeah.
but it's not that.
Which is
And-
why
and
Suicide
that's
Squad's
why-
better.
And that's why it hurts the worst, because it's just stabbing you and then just twisting it.
Oh gosh.
To
Yeah.
be fair, both they had a lot to live up to on both fronts,
Yeah.
which makes it so much worse.
Yeah. So did we all say 2 out of 5?
Yes, we
Yeah.
did.
Oh, interesting.
So
Hey.
unanimous. Well, I said 2 out of whatever. I don't care.
2
It's
out of
just
10,
a 2.
2 out of 100, 2 out of...
No,
I don't
it's a
care.
2. It's a solid 2.
All right. Well, that's been us. How long do we make this?
We're about an hour.
Wow,
so,
jeez, it's gonna be so hard to upload to YouTube. But we'll do our best. Devin, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
If we do this more often, which we should be doing this more often.
Do you have social media to plug or something like
would
that?
you like to plug anything?
Yeah.
You
Popeyes.
can follow me at Bunboy on Instagram.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's about it.
Bunboy.
We got Bun Boy here. So if you ever want to come on again, think of a movie that you want to talk about, and we might watch it if we want to. I don't know.
Extended cut of Suicide Squad?
Honestly, I would, because I think it deserves. We could talk about that for an hour.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've been Lucas.
I've been Adam. Nope.
No.
You're wrong.
Which one of us is Superman? Which one of us is Batman?
Well, you keep comparing me to like Captain America.
Oh
so,
fuck, he
like,
is Superman. I'm
not
Batman.
Superman.
Oh, bitch.
And I'll be Wonder Woman because I'll show up at
Wait,
the end.
is he with you? Oh, it makes
Is
so
he
much
with
sense
you?
because he is with me. I'm Batman.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
Batman. I'm Batman. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Batman says thank you for coming to the LAF podcast.
Stop.
Bye.
And cut.